So I really want to talk about this today because with all the noise and all the things that are out there and we read and we hear, it's really easy to believe some of it and think that we can never become great artists. Some of the things that I'm going to be talking about today are some of the things that I used to believe myself and they were slowing me down, and they might be stopping you from becoming a better artist. So the first one is that thinking that you're not talented and art is just for the gifted. Okay, so this is a very common misconception. We always think that some people are just talented and that's why they are great artists. And then we might say, I am not talented, I don't have the talent for art, so why even bother? So, something that I've learned in the past 2 or 3 years of drawing is that talent plays a small role in actually learning how to draw and paint. It might help you get going, but the real improvement comes with hard work and dedication. All these amazing artists that we think are just talented have spent thousands of hours drawing and practicing to get to where they are. So you shouldn't really worry too much about the talent. If you think you're not talented, that's completely fine because with hard work and dedication and practice, that's where the real improvement happens. The next thing is planning too much. So I know I've been guilty of this, and I know so many people when they're about to start and they're excited to start, you can really spend lots of time planning your path to success and getting better at drawing that we just spend so much time on the planning part and then we get so overwhelmed with everything and just get tired and we don't want to draw. That feeling that it's just too much to learn may cripple us and discourage us from drawing. So just plan a little bit. Don't plan your whole entire 5 years on how to get better at art. Just spend some time on the next few steps. What is the next few things that you need to learn? And just start practicing and drawing those things. The third one is fear of failure. Fear of failure is something that may stop a lot of us from actually even starting. Of course, when we first start, our art is not that great. And it used to take me hours to just make one simple painting, and it still didn't look that good. So it's easy to think that I may have failed and that I won't make it and it won't work. But we need to get past that fear and try to practice and draw. Success doesn't happen overnight. We won't become great artists overnight, and we just need to trust that failure is part of the process. These failures that we look at as failures are actually lessons that we're learning in our path to becoming better artists. So embrace these failures and don't be afraid of it. I have learned to just try new things and know that I'm gonna fail and it's gonna be okay because I know it is helping me to become a better artist. So the next one relates to the previous point is having unrealistic expectation. This one can be hard. We all want to make these amazing paintings and tell a story with our paintings. But sometimes our skills are still developing and we're learning, and it's easy for us to have an idea, try to draw it and paint it, and then it doesn't turn out the way we want. This can be really discouraging and we might just want to stop. The way to go around this is to think about it as a step in the right direction. Similar to the previous point about failures, these things are helping us to get better at drawing. We need to know that learning art just takes time and we will slowly get better. So having the unrealistic expectation of that we can get better overnight is just not gonna work. So for example, at the beginning, if I would have looked at a painting like this, there was no way I would have been able to do it. And really my skill level was simpler forms and try and replicate and draw from different artists because I couldn't figure out how to do more complex shape. But now, over time, it took me some time, I have improved and I can paint these paintings much better. So for example, when I first started, it was really hard for me to think that I can draw realistic paintings. I only thought, oh, I can just do cartoony style and there's no way I can do anything else. But over time, I started practicing different things and learned more and more, and I can do these really realistic paintings or semi-realistic paintings very well and very quickly. So the next one is the most dangerous one, external validation. No matter what we say and how we feel, we are all affected by this, especially when it comes to social media. We can think that our worth or our art is as good as the number of likes or views that it gets on social media or on Instagram, on YouTube or whatever. But with the algorithms being the way they are these days, it can be very discouraging when we post a drawing or a painting that we're very proud of, but then it gets no views or likes. It would be very easy to think that we're not good artists and that the art that we just made is not good enough because it didn't get enough likes. And I can tell you, I have had some really good paintings that I thought were very good, but got no likes or no views at all. But then I had some really rough sketches that I just didn't think they were very good that got so many likes and so many views. And I know that it's nothing to do with the quality of the art, it's just the way Instagram's algorithm works and has treated this post or painting. So we all may have had these thoughts at some point or had someone say some of these things to us. And if we end up believing it to some degree, we may get discouraged and think that we can never become great artists. So believe in yourself and keep on drawing.